the Horrors of DoorDash lock-in.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming on sitting down because today we're going to be talking about food delivery drivers. I did some DoorDash this weekend, Nick. That's why we're doing this. Let me tell you, the whole operation, the whole DoorDash, the whole food ordering app industry, it's got to change. It's got to change.
In the UK, we haven't got DoorDash. We have Uber Eats, which you also have in the US, Deliveroo, and there's a few others. Uber Eats are the most annoying company. If you order food, right, that's not even that far away, but the delivery driver takes so long to bring it to you because he's got multiple other stops on the way, your food turns up cold, you are not entitled to a refund. This has happened to me twice. Now, it should only have ever happened to me once because I should have learned my lesson, but it's happened to me twice. Uber Eats literally go, so? They have no accountability. None. And when you try and contact Uber Eats, please, somebody try and contact them. It's all AI. The whole thing is AI. It's just a constant loop of AI slop. I guess it does serve me right for being lazy and not actually just going to the restaurant or place. But if I want to order food to my house, I don't use Uber Eats anymore. Not a chance there. Not getting another single penny of my money. Bastards, honestly.
Centuries. If you wanted to eat a meal, you either had to go out to a restaurant or cook the goddamn thing yourself. Today, however, you can place an order to a seemingly endless list of restaurants and have it at your door without lifting a finger until you have to grab the bag. While many of us indulge in this service extremely often, we never stop to think about people who have to deliver the goods, right?
Oh, there is one thing they did. They said they would make sure that that delivery driver never delivered my food again. Because the first one, I said, why did you take so long? It took an hour and a half for our food, and I got yelled at for the privilege. Honestly, Uber Eats.
Never take time to think about these drivers. I don't think what I was saying. You know, also I started noticing that after a while they started taping the bags. It's because motherfuckers are probably.
But that's why if you're a pro, you got your own stickers in bags to replace stuff.
I thought that you're gonna have your own utensil that you're able to squeeze in the bag and.
Oh my god, your own stickers. People are so sneaky. If there's something that they shouldn't be doing, they'll find a way around it. Motherfuckers. I love to cook. I love using my kitchen. I cook most of my meals. But just every now and then you want some fast food. You want something delivered to your house because sometimes you can't be bothered to cook. It's been a long day, whatever it is. Last thing you want is some little sneaky putting his fingers in, eating your fries, taking a pepperoni off your pizza. What the heck?
Mission Impossible, the fry out of the bag or something. Being a delivery driver, whether it's on DoorDash or Instacart, is an extremely draining and depressing job. God damn. Is it? Have you done it?
No, I've never done it. I wouldn't do it.
Why would you do it?
You don't make a lot of money, and then it's all based on tips, and then if people don't tip you, get mad, but I hate tipping culture.
I just think going on a limb this early and saying it's a depressing job. I mean, granted, I'm sure it's not what people are stoked to do, but depressing? I'm not.
Well, first of all, yes, it is a very depressing job, I'm sure, because it's hard work. It's a lot of work for not much money, and I get that they need to, in the US, they need to make their money off the tips. In the UK, they make it a bit better. Like the average wage is just better because not many people tip here in this country. We don't live in a tipping culture. However, in this country, usually the tip comes after. They deliver the food, and then you can decide if you want to tip them or not. Sometimes I do. For that last guy, I definitely did not. In the US, you have to tip before you even received anything. And if the tip's not good enough, then the driver won't pick it up. What kind of PR system is this?
I'm gonna put down someone for saying, oh, it's a depressing job. Feels wrong. For some, it's a depressing job. Boom. Instacart was an early pioneer in the food delivery service industry. Since its inception in 2012, both its customers and drivers have had less than ideal experiences. Recently, there has been a trend on TikTok of people saying they are now choosing to only have female Instacart drivers deliver their goods because male drivers keep messing up their orders. One woman gave her driver a super simple list asking for 1 pack of toilet paper, 1 pack of towels, and 1 pack of chicken. Despite the app stating that the man scanned a pack of chicken, what she got was 240 red Solo cups. She was refused a refund. You know what? In a situation like this, though, do you not just think that I'm doing multiple jobs at one time and I gave you the wrong bag?
I think that's what it is.
You know what? Sorry, dude, but I'm not a feminist and I like men a lot. A lot. And I think, dude, if a man goofs up, you have to give him 75 chances.
It's true. Women,
Right?
one.
Women, none. You have to be perfect at all times. In another instance, a male shopper was tasked with getting a customer a tub of Neapolitan ice cream. After claiming they didn't have the brand she wanted, he sent multiple blurry pictures of what they had, only for it to be very clearly in stock. There's none. It's a fucking...
These guys can't be serious. What the What's the problem? It's entry level. You don't need to have an interview, do you? I think you just like sign up and then start delivering. We can't get that mad, right? Because yeah, that's the process. Nobody's doing the checks. It's the company that we should be mad at, not the delivery drivers. But me, they are dumb as
Buffoon man. I couldn't tell you. You have Ben & Jerry's? No, the fuck to the left. I see it in the picture, in your blurry picture. It's right to the left. So Ben & Jerry's. Why do you think that is, Nick? Why do you think men have such a hard time grasping the grocery store mechanic?
Well, they're not used to it. It's a foreign concept for men going grocery shopping.
You go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
I'm the one who always goes grocery shopping. I like it. Maybe I'm a bit of a control freak because I'm like, I know what I'm getting. I know because I guess I'm the chef in the house. So I know what I'm cooking. I know what I need. If I send somebody else to go get the ingredients, they're gonna mess it up. Except I hate it when a supermarket decides out of nowhere to move everything. Like I go to the supermarket every single day. I know where everything is. I could probably do my shopping with my eyes closed. And some dumb manager at Sainsbury's or whatever supermarket I happen to shop at decides, you know what? Toilet paper is no longer at aisle 18. It's aisle 6. And then they go into their office and they watch on the CCTV as there's loads of people going like, the fuck's toilet paper?
I get lost.
While staying at an Airbnb in Miami, a group of girls ordered a long list of basic groceries and necessities for their upcoming stay. When the order was marked as delivered, they expected to find it on the porch. When they opened the door, however, they found the driver simply tossed all the groceries all over the picket fence and left. What are we not seeing though in this? What are we not saying? We're not having the full picture on his side. Like I bet you think he's just like, can I chill? And they're like, no. And that's when he just like, whatever.
That's really unprofessional. I think it's more so they're nagging.
Other night, where are you? And he just drives by, throws out the window. There's a lot of emotionally unstable people out there in the world, isn't there, Nick? That are driving Uber and DoorDash driver, all that kind of stuff. People are justifiably fed up with male Instacart drivers and are demanding that the company create an option to allow shoppers to pick only female shoppers to guarantee their orders are done correctly. Listen up, sweeties. Can I say that? Hey, broads, listen up. I have a feeling that it's just people that are just doing the Instacart. I think they're picking up too many jobs at one time. Also, is there probably more men that are doing this job than women? I feel like whenever I've ever had I don't think I've ever had a female DoorDash person. That doesn't mean that they don't exist. I'm just saying that thinking about...
I'm guessing it's just supermarket and grocery store shopping. We don't have that in the UK. If you need something quick from a supermarket, then that goes through either Uber Eats or Deliveroo or... There is another one. Just Eat. That's the other one I was thinking of. Anyway, this is where the problem lies with my order. So my order was from McDonald's. Dude then goes to Sainsbury's supermarket, if you don't know, in the UK, and picks up somebody's supermarket order. He was in Sainsbury's for 40 minutes. Why are you picking up a hot food order and then going into a supermarket for 40 minutes? What are you doing in there? Because you're not doing the shopping. Somebody else has done it for you. So either they haven't done it yet, or you're going in there to do a massive turd. I don't know if the issue is men versus women. I don't know if a woman would do that any better, but I do have a feeling that a woman would care more about the heat of the food that she's left on her bike or in her car. Anyway, it's Uber Eats' fault for employing these people and letting them do their stuff. Surely there must be like a strike system. So if I moan and somebody else moans and somebody else moans about this driver because he's that bad, surely he loses his job. But then he could just sign up, I guess, with a new email address. It just goes on and on.
At it now, it's usually a middle-aged man.
My guess is men, if they don't have a lot of opportunities, do like Uber and DoorDash, and then women go to OnlyFans.
For the rest of the Instacart drivers that don't have this issue, it can be extremely challenging and dangerous. After receiving a regular order of groceries, a delivery driver walked up to a home and was shot by a man that thought he was an intruder. What? Why?
Why? Because it's America. Honestly, what is wrong with this country? What is wrong with America? Please tell me. You've ordered food. You're expecting food. You know, it says when they're coming. Like, it gives you like a 20-minute window. So if somebody comes up to your door at that point, why are you shooting him? Why are you thinking it's an intruder? Have you got dementia? Have you forgotten? And what about that one with the girl? She walked in and the guy was touching himself, saying that she shouldn't have come into the house. You knew the food was being delivered at that moment. So why are you touching yourself?
Why would you do that? My DoorDasher's near. Did someone say Taco Bell? Oh my God, who are you? Ah! How do you fucking forget that? Unless it's somebody in the house ordered it. It just seems like, I don't know.
This is what happened. He told him, leave it at the door. The guy knocked.
You know what? If a DoorDash driver, I'll say this, I'll say this and I'll stand by it. For any reason, if a DoorDash driver opened my door to set my stuff inside, I'd shoot him. It's too scary. I mean, hearing it out loud seems a bit excessive. There's no reason that a person should be opening my door to come inside my house. I would assume that something bad was happening. Was it that situation, or was it just a guy who was just like firing rounds through his front door?
I'd get a riot shield.
I'm gonna have the COD riot shield so I can walk up to my average DoorDash driver experience, just walking up to a front door. It turns out that the man's wife placed the order and didn't tell her husband. So when the motion detectors went off, the husband sprang into action and shot him with no hesitation. Not
No
the
hesitation.
motion sensors. Does he do that with animals? How many times have you had a motion sensor go off like a raccoon? All the time. All the time.
That's when I bring out my gun.
Exactly. That's why I fire aimlessly. Maybe there's a naughty raccoon. But now there's the infamous video. We have to talk about that video. The guy doing this is my fucking neighborhood. What a crazy, the edits have been so funny. I love the one where it's the, no, I'm not human or whatever. Or I feel like he'd be a DoorDash driver. I could see him with those little fat ass caterpillars for his eyebrows, dropping off some fucking Popeyes or something. Whenever a customer places an order, they often feel entitled to have the driver do whatever it takes to get their groceries to their door, no matter how ridiculous of a feat it may become. One shopper
All right. So I am guilty as a bad consumer on one count. I was in Los Angeles and there was a hurricane warning, but I was hungry. I wasn't going to go out in a hurricane. There's not a chance you'll see me. I'm too thin. I fly away in a hurricane. So I ordered some Uber Eats. I ordered some Wingstop. There was an earthquake at the exact same time I made my order. Hotel started rocking. Bed was like this. I was like, what the heck? Hurricane and an earthquake in one day? Los Angeles is wild. Anyway, I didn't really think too much about it. I got food poisoning from that Wingstop. Almost wiped me out. I was flying home that day as well. Flying back to London, I was like this the whole time. Actually, I was worse than that, to be honest. Oh, it was so bad. One of the worst flights I've ever had in my life. However, I just expected this delivery driver to bring me my Wingstop in a hurricane and an earthquake. So he must have messed with my food somehow. Or Chick-fil-A did, because they were like, who's ordering food at this time? Never order food during a seismic world event. Just don't.
accepted an unusual order of 4 24 packs of water bottles, 6 12 packs of water bottles, and 7 4 liters of distilled water and 7 4 liters of mineral water. My God. When they reached the customer's home, they requested that they carry all the water up 17 flights of stairs because the elevator in the building was broken. Newsflash. It's outside. Come do it yourself. And in the end, the customer canceled the job, leading to the shopper's $8 payment being rescinded and increasing their overall cancellation rate. That's fair. $8? Ah, this is a depressing job. Oh my God. Besides driving people around, Uber also offers a meal delivery service called Uber Eats that is notoriously terrible to work for. Like other food delivery service apps, they pay their workers very poorly. Because of this, some drivers come up with creative ways to earn better tips. Jade Phoenix was a full-time Uber Eats driver who claimed to find a secret method for raking in insane tips on literally any kind of order. When dropping off people's food and snapping a picture to confirm the order, she would purposely include her feet in the pictures. She claims her tips significantly increased after she began this new strategy. She even received additional money on top of the tip after she sent them the original picture. Do people like
$30 tip? That's a double the order tip for your. Do people love feet that much? You weirdos. What is it? Tell me in the comments why you love feet so much, you big freaks.
Do girls like men's feet? Men with feet. It's what psychologically? What is that? What is the feet obsession?
I don't know. That's something I will never understand.
Didn't we try doing a foot video and it got demonetized or something? I feel like there's some kind of conspiracy happening. You know what I mean? Even like, yeah, big YouTube, whatever. It's just like, It's not just the customers that are creepy horn dogs, but the drivers as well. After ordering food, a woman in the UK began receiving creepy messages from her delivery driver. She was being asked if she was home alone or if she was married. When the woman said she was taken, the driver began begging her to leave him so he could hook up with her. Leave her, baby! The man got so desperate that he began offering as much as £10,000 for her to break up with her boyfriend. There's no way the pussy could have been that good. UK pussy? You kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I don't think I can leave them. I don't think just can you leave the Chris at the door?
£10,000, Mom.
I'll see what me can do.
While looking into the driver's account to report him, she found it even creepier that his listed reasons for delivering was passion. I will say I've had a driver, after delivering my thing, be like, hey, I love your videos. And I say, oh, thanks, man. And then it's a thing of, you want to hang? Shit like that.
God, that's creepy.
Exactly. Understep. Don't ever do that. Don't ever there's no reason to contact me or anyone ever. Or like that girl. Let's just get me out of this, that girl. If it's a girl now, just
Basically, I'm sure he's going to say this, but if you think your actions could creep somebody out, if you don't think it's normal, don't do it.
being like, you know how hard it is for someone just to be like, no. I have no idea how you're going to react to that. You know what I mean? No idea. You've been around me when there's been people. So it's always a risk because we've had a lot of, we won't go into details, but we've had a lot of people that are just, let's just say passion. Some drivers on these delivery apps love to use them to cheat people out of free food. In 2025, one man placed an order and saw that his driver was parked just down the street. When he asked why his food hadn't been delivered, his driver said it was because his car had broken down. He then told the customer that he'd probably just refund it. Not believing a word he said, the man got on his bike, rode down the street to find he was Uber Eats driver sitting in his car, chowing down on his food. See, that's why I could never be one of these. I could never be one of these delivery drivers because I know I just see their order, I'm like, oh damn, you know, or go to some place, I'm like, what is this place? Get it? Smell good.
One little bite can't hurt.
The customer confronted the driver only for him to be left speechless before peeling out in a panic. That's a good way to choke though. At multiple restaurants around the world, you can find signs banning delivery drivers and from using the bathroom. This obviously upset a lot of drivers who pointed out that it's actually against the company's agreement with these restaurants as Uber requires them to give drivers access to their bathrooms, okay, assholes? And many don't care and continue to enforce the ban, meaning many drivers are forced to make frequent pit stops and even piss in bottles trucker style. I mean, come on, dude. Stop at a gas station. That's not that big of a deal, is it?
It's not on my
Just think of the hygiene. This person's handling your food. Oh my god.
route. I'm here to pick up the food. Why can't I fucking piss in your toilet?
I want to piss in your toilet.
I think there was one time at Papa Murphy's I let one person use the bathroom. It was a huge mistake. Tore it up.
Did they just decimate it? Yeah, you can't, man. It's like a zombie outbreak. You can't let one in, you infect the whole thing. To me, I think everybody needs one. Well, listen, there's a lot of people who shit themselves or piss themselves, and it's just out of their control. I'm sick, you know, food poison. I mean, who knows what happened, right? I think these are growing moments in a man's life. I don't know about women. I don't know what it's like wearing a thong and shitting yourself. I mean, that must be a giant. That must be a crazy feeling. Shitting yourself with a thong on, splitting that motherfucker right down the middle as it comes out. I don't know. I can't tell you. But I will say that I think you should shit yourself a couple times in your life.
I think everyone needs to shit their pants at least once in maturity.
Once. I have once in adult life, yes. Oh my god, it was, it was because of my food poisoning from Wingstop. It was the same day. Well, kind of. So landed into London, went straight to hospital because the pain was intense. And I had to make sure it wasn't something else. They pumped me with so much IV, like it was ridiculous. I was so hydrated that the liquid had to come out somewhere, and I got home. Can't believe I'm telling the story on the internet. And I had to toot, you know, I had to fart, so I went for it, and just water came out of me, just straight up water. It was clear. It was also clear. It wasn't like poop, but it was just in my pants. On my bed. Burn both of those things, by the way. Don't have either of them left. Yeah, I can't believe I just said that.
Not.
I would say a couple. Because the first time you're like, what a fluke. And then the second time it really grounds you. And really, if you think that you're a big man and you shit yourself for like the second or third time, it's going to humble you real quick. That's a God-fearing man now.
But what if it's the opposite though? What if it turns you into like I don't give a shit now that I'm shitting my pants?
They were doomed to fail. It could have been, it was either this or heroin. ODing on hard drugs or just becoming like a diaper play guy. That's what I think. Or maybe just shits himself. I don't know. He's going to get his ass kicked a lot. I can tell you that. There's only so much kindness that people will have until they're just like, you reek of shit. I'm going to beat you up. Which is what will happen. They will.
Beat you up for smelling?
Yeah.
Not beat you up, but people will just ostracize you. You're not going to have any friends ever again. You're not going to socialize with anybody ever. Not even strangers will want to deal with you. There's a few people you see like at supermarkets. Why are supermarkets so relevant in this conversation? And they're buying like a shit ton of cider, and they just stink of piss. They just stink of it. They might not even be homeless. Like they just live at home, stinking and rotten of piss. Oh my god, how depressing is this?
If a guy's sitting there and he purposely, because after a while you're gonna think your shit doesn't stink, and vice versa, where one, you're like, I can't even tell, but then two, you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, I've pooped myself so much, I'm unstoppable with it. What are they gonna do to me, right? And if a guy's sitting there and he's like, did you just shit your pants? And you're like, look at me do. Yep. Someone's gonna kick your ass. I don't know why. I also feel like if you start shitting yourself, you lose all your hair. You get alopecia. You revert back to baby.
Is that why Jacob lost his hair?
Who knows, dude? Who fucking knows with that guy? Got struck by lightning. Did you know that? He got struck by lightning when he was like 19. That's when he started losing his hair. So I was associated with
Oh my god, that's like a superhero. You usually get powers from that, but...
Not him. Not him. I think he used to be, Jacob also used to be like 6 foot. Did I tell you that? Legitimately, he used to be 6 feet tall. No, I swear to God, he used to be 6 feet tall. He shrunk. I'm not even joking. He was taller than me like for the longest time. I'm not even fucking with you, I'm telling you. Because I'm like, how tall? How tall am I? Like 6'1". Legitimately, he was like a little taller than I. Now he's shorter than me. You tell me. The motherfucker got struck by lightning and his whole life just took a right turn. Which, to be fair, statistically, the anomaly of that. I mean, I don't know. Who fucking knows?
My grandma knew somebody who got struck by lightning twice. And I know they say it's the most rarest event ever. But I believe everything my grandma ever told me, so she'd never lied to me. And there's no way to find out anymore.
Don't know. Even the robots that Uber employs are being targeted and destroyed. In Philadelphia, both restaurants and residents were excited about Uber's plan to deploy delivery robots in the city, but some angry citizens had other plans. Which, dude, fucking clankers? What are you excited for? Clankers rolling around your city? There's these little drones taking our jobs.
The homeless are fighting back, though.
I'm glad. After only 1 month, multiple robots had been completely destroyed or vandalized. Many were left to decay.
Those cars purposely hit those Uber robots. Why are you doing that on purpose? Do you hate Uber that much? At least it's not going to do multiple stops and make your food go cold.
On the streets as well. Online, multiple videos show people kicking them and sitting on them. Others purposely block and place them off their set path, causing them further delayed deliveries. This hate for delivery robots runs deep, my friends. And in fact, one man has an entire social media account dedicated to aggressively screaming and harassing any delivery robots they see in LA.
Watch what you do. Don't come at me. Don't come. You're going in a fucking shade. Don't you dare come at me like that. No, excuse you. Excuse you.
Are you
People
under
make
the
content for
Terminator
anything.
2 mentality where you're like, I'm just going to be nice to them in case they do take over?
Exactly. Just in case there's a conscience in there. Hey, buddy.
Hey, delivery robot, Joe, hope you're having a good day. You will fall. After all this, Uber still plans to keep...
That's why I always say please and thank you to any AI I use. They're coming for us. Remember, I like you. It's the people I don't like. I don't like the people who run the big companies like Uber Eats and DoorDash, and I don't like the drivers. Take over their jobs. Oh, our AI overlords.
the robots in the city, claiming they were designed to be tampered with and send alerts when they break down.
There you go. They should have them explode if people mess with them.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of here, clinker.
5, 4,
What?
3, 2.
I mean, Akira bomb. No! Yeah, I look like Sarah Connor. It's probably well known by now, but DoorDash as a company is extremely evil and has been caught treating its workers horribly on multiple occasions. What's fucked up is it's still an app on my phone. Is that food addiction? You tell me. Recently, the company had to pay out near...
I deleted Uber Eats for the longest time because of wow. I know I said at the beginning of this video I would never use them ever again, but I re-downloaded the app. It's on there. Because I can't get a DoorDash account when I'm in the US. I can only use Uber Eats because I already have an Uber account from the UK. What the up is that? As if I was like stuck in my hotel room during a hurricane and and an earthquake. And I couldn't order anything because DoorDash wouldn't let me have an account. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have had food poisoning.
nearly $17 million to its drivers because from 2017 to 2019, it was caught using customer tips to subsidize drivers' base pay rather than adding tips to the overall payout. That is so fucking scummy. I'll do you one better, Nick.
You're being set free? Okay, order some Taco Bell.
Yeah. All right, well, they got me. It's gone.
Well done.
Definitely not downloading it as soon as I'm done recording. In 2025, air traffic control workers up in the tower at Chicago O'Hare Airport noticed a small red car driving across runways and into restricted areas. What the hell is that? Little Dr. Seuss car driving across. When they alerted airport security, they stopped the car and discovered a 36-year-old man trying to fulfill a DoorDash delivery.
Where to? Where is he ordering something to in the airport? Or to an airplane? Who's making an order like that? That's such a waste. What a joker. I bet they never thought they'd ever come. They sat there on the runway like, I'm going to order a Domino's pizza, see if it turns up. And he did!
Tarmac!
Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, God! Like flying right above him. Whoa! I mean, how could you get in this area?
I think he's just an old guy who got
He's
lost.
36! Old guy, he's 36 years old, Nick. An old guy who got lost. Yeah, if he was an 84-year-old man, I'd be like, well, yeah, he's what are you supposed to do? 36 and being like, well, I don't see why. How did you get there? How did you get past the gates? Do you think he just did, I have a DoorDash? And they're like, and they opened the gate? I mean, what the fuck happened? Apparently, he just drove straight through the gate at the front of the tarmac and began driving for miles up and down the active runway. I mean, there's planes everywhere, dude. You know what? The thing earlier, fucking men doing this are so stupid. Where am I supposed to go? What terminal are you at? What gate? It was determined that this was somehow completely unintentional. An investigation ended up with the man being let go without any charges.
He would have been following like Google Maps or something. And there's no way Google Maps would have told him to oh, wait, hold on. Would it? If the person's in the airport or on the plane, on the runway, would it? If Google could comment, let us know. That'd be great.
How? There had to be some kind of medical or there has to be something that they're not telling us. How do you let that go? Driving your Fiat up and down the fucking runway. I could see someone doing this too. Some dumbass Midwest idiot would be like, well, I don't want to get to the airport food. I'm just going to DoorDash something to the airport. And you're like, what are you? You'd have to go through TSA, idiot. You know what I mean? But I could see someone doing that.
Almost got banned from
Chicago as well. O'Hare has like every fast food you can imagine. Literally. Okay, so Home Alone, when you go through the path, right, where all the flags are, where they're running, and Home Alone 2, right, this is Chicago Airport International, and then they split off into two different directions. Macaulay Culkin goes one way, Family go the other way. Whenever I'm flying back to London from Chicago, I go left. It's always the furthest one because the airline is cheap and they don't want to pay for a nearer gate. So it's the furthest one. Cheap ass airline. Anyway, you go past 30, no lie, 30 restaurants. Anything you could imagine. Anything and everything you can imagine is in Chicago Airport. There's not a single fast food restaurant you could think of that doesn't exist in Chicago. So this guy's just messing.
what is the Austin airport. I was late for my plane and I saw them closing the door, so I like sprinted down and no one was at the kiosk, so I just pulled out my ticket and scanned it myself. And then I went up to the locked door and I tried to open it.
Bomb! Bomb! That's what you're yelling, trying to get somebody's attention.
I gave up, went to the lady to help me after she came back. They were trying to get me on another flight. They're like, this is weird. It says you're on the flight. And I was like, oh yeah, I scanned it. And then she's like, what? She started sweating. She was really nice, but then airport security came up and she's like, yeah, don't ever do that again.
Regardless of how insane some drivers act, it's hard not to feel bad for them, considering that working for DoorDash is extremely draining. Unfortunately, however, some drivers take out their frustration on the customers. After trying to surprise their partner with some Asian food, one woman was shocked to see that her driver had sent her a picture of him next to a dumpster and peeing on their meal completely unprompted. Completely unprompted! How do we... See, this is what I'm saying, though. How do we know it's completely unprompted?
We're only getting one half of the story.
I think so. Don't get me wrong. I think these things do happen. Some just people freak out. But I think when people make these stories, you're leaving out a little bit of information, aren't you?
For sure. Yeah, I'm sure some altercation happened. However, whatever the altercation is, however rude the Karen is it worth losing your job over? Although I bet, like, even if you do, you could just sign up with a different email address and it's all good. Also, if it's terrible pay, then they'd probably think, I'm just going to get another job, a better paid job somewhere else. Somebody has to be really, really rude to me for me to pee on their food.
Yeah. What did you do? Hey man, how you doing today? I think it's some stuff that's just being like, hey, just let you know I'm in line, whatever. I'm in line because you get a message like that from DoorDash or sometimes. I'm in line, picking up your order! Exclamation point. I bet some person would be like, make it quick. Just a little, just something that was just the breaking point for that day. Be like, cool, I'm gonna take this to a dumpster and piss all over it. Appalled by this, the woman asked what was going on, and all he said was, and I quote, "You bitch, I piss on you," before ending the conversation. The woman called the police and allegedly got his car impounded. However, when she posted the DMs to r/DoorDash expecting sympathy, many of the customers found the situation funny, which enraged her even more. It is funny. But fuck, also it's Asian food. Get over it. It's one meal.
You guys think this is funny?
Yeah, right. See, that she definitely fucking did something.
I think she did something.
She did just based on this interaction.
That even though what do you mean you're not frustrated? It's just something we're not getting. Another driver was arrested after she got caught pepper spraying a customer's order. Courtney Stevenson had just finished delivering an Arby's order to a home in Evansville, Indiana, when she pulled out a small bottle of mace from her keychain and sprayed it inside around the bag. When the customers brought it inside and began eating, the wife began to choke and vomit, claiming her throat was burning.
What is wrong with people? Pepper spray. I need to install my Ring camera. I have one, but I haven't installed it. Don't use that information for evil.
It's horrible, but it's also just... It would, I mean, like, the fumes alone would be so insane that once again it's a Midwest couple being like, oh goddamn, chicken of China, the Chinese chicken, this shit is popping. Opens it up. It's not that bad, Carol. I told you should have went with General Childs. Courtney was charged with 2 counts of battery resulting in moderate injury, 2 counts of consumer product tampering, and was banned from DoorDash. The whores. A driver named Olivia was caught up in a massive scandal after receiving a delivery. The instructions stated to leave it on the front steps of the home, which I will say the delivery note option might as well not even be there because I've never seen them actually do it. It's almost always disregarded. I digress. When Olivia arrived, she noticed the door just slightly creaked open. After a brief inspection, she could see a naked homeowner asleep on the couch. Instead of walking away and reporting the customer on the app, she decided it would be a good idea to walk further into his home and record him.
I'm mistaken. He wasn't touching himself. He was just naked, alone in his home. Oh, land of the free. Like he said, when have you ever put down, just leave at the door, and they left it at the door? They always knock. Also, why was the door slightly open? Entrapment.
Probably seen the story by now, but it still appalls me. I can't believe it. She then went home and uploaded the footage to TikTok, claiming she had been sexually assaulted. If you see a naked person sleeping, is that assault? Is it reportable? Yes, I would say so. That's the gray area. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know how cracked it was, blah, blah, blah. I digress. To me, it sounds like a drunk man ordered food and passed out on his couch, whatever. If it was fully open and it was a screen door and the person is naked there, actually, that would be like, what the fuck are you doing? The internet did not side with her and called her insane for walking into someone's home, even if the door was slightly open. Things would only escalate when she continued to post online, screaming at the top of her lungs and doubling down that she was sexually assaulted and how DoorDash was in the wrong for banning her. When local police got hold of her footage, they determined that the man was clearly drunk and asleep on his couch. This clearly indicated that there was no assault or wrongdoing since he was in his own home. For months, Olivia would defend her actions, but however, in January of 2026, she was charged with 2 felonies, 1 charge of unlawful surveillance and another of dissemination of unlawful surveillance images, each carrying a maximum sentence of 4 years in prison.
Oh my god, 4 years? Like, I don't agree it's SA, but I don't think she deserves to go to prison. Oh, imagine. I hope she got some money from that TikTok video because she's going to need it.
The saying, a few bad apple ruins the whole bunch, definitely applies to delivery drivers, as we've all had annoying experiences dealing with them. For some people, messing with their food is enough to put an entire app on their shit list, which justifiably so. Most of them do their jobs correctly, but there are plenty of drivers that seem absolutely incapable of doing their job. So the next time you order food online and it gets delivered correctly, be respectful. After all, you never know how insane their shift has been, right guys? And also too, I will say, I mean, have respect for the DoorDash driver and stuff. It's a meal. It's a meal. Granted, you paid money for it or whatever. If they didn't deliver in the right spot and you had to walk a few extra feet to get to whatever, or you had to do X, it's not the end of the fucking world. You know, did somebody fuck up your order and you had to, you know, you had to like live with another thing? These things don't make it justifiably okay just to be like, well, I guess I'm just going to get walked over. But at the same time, just like let it fucking go, man.
Papa me, I agree with the sentiment. You should let it go. But tell that to a man who hasn't eaten for 18 hours and is starving. Starving. So the delivery normally just takes half an hour. But then the delivery driver takes another 40 minutes or so. Well, it was longer than that because it was like an hour and a half in a supermarket. And your food goes completely stone cold. And it's not on me to reheat it. I won't let this go. Sorry, Papa Meat. That was a great video. I found that hilarious. But if you think I'm going to let it go, you are crazy. Thank you. See you in the next one.
See me on way out of here too far. Ash with the top, my ash. Bitch so pretty, look better. Walking on Susan, she calling me daddy. Walking on shit, trying to look like this. Came out the collar, ain't never me the swagger. Security bank.